other people work as mirrors for us, it's isolating when we don't have human mirrors. We lose sense of who we are unless we hear and see ourselves reflected back by others. And if we don't feel validated. And then our immune system breaks down. And then we get ill. And then we jam up the NHS. Where does Talk for Health come in with all of this? Groups of disparate people, rich, poor, employed, self-employed, unemployed, some that were born in this country, some from other parts of the world, are taught on a 4-day course basic counselling skills. How to listen, how to give different types of feedback, and then we practice on each other for 4 days. You may get referred to Talk to Health by your GP, or you can self-refer. It's a bit like an adult education course. And then after you've completed it, you're eligible to attend the ongoing groups. I suppose they're not unlike an AA meeting, except for you don't have to be an alcoholic, and everyone in the group, including you, has counselling skills. The point of these groups is that you can talk, you can be listened to, you can feel validated, and you can get a sense of belonging. What are the basic skills? Nikki calls them Omnispar. Right, O is for open questions. So an open question is, tell me more about that, rather than a closed question, which only has a yes or no. M, mirroring. I heard you say. What we do is we mirror the person's actual words that they've used. So if somebody says, I feel sick, if we're going to mirror them, we can say, I heard you say, I feel sick. N is next, noticing. So we notice people and we feedback what we notice. So for example, we might say, I heard you tell a really sad story and yet you were laughing. Omni, that's a Y for the I, your own feelings. We share our own feelings when we're doing active listening to allow the other person to know what impact they're having. So for instance, we might say something like, I felt angry on your behalf. And then we talk about our own feelings when we're listening to somebody else as well. What we imagine. So we might say, it sounds as if you're bewildered by it all. Omnispar, P, perspectives. Now, when we give someone our perspective on the problem, we've got to be really careful, this is why we need so much training, not to try to fix them. So a perspective might be, I imagine you might be better off with a different job. But what we mustn't do is you should somebody, because if you should somebody, you sort of shut them down. You should get another job is kind of, it's all my own fault that I feel bad. So this is all part of the training, that we don't should anyone. And Omnispar, the last letter is an A, appreciations. I admire your resilience. And I admire your patience listening to me, telling you what you already know. Because a lot of people... I've been involved, as Nikki said, with this community since the beginning. And I led the first few programs with Nikki. And I've seen the results. I've seen the diversity. And I've seen the very positive impact Talk for Health has on people, has on the community. And now we need to expand this programme beyond North London, where it mainly operates. And to do that, we need donations. Donations to pay the trainers, the staff, and to build an infrastructure which it currently lacks. People we talk to about Talk for Health often think it's poor people who are mentally ill who use Talk for Health. But this is there's me, but this is a hugely diverse community. We may look very different on the surface, but beneath that surface, we share a common humanity. And that's what's so amazing when you run a group. You might get, a retired doctor and a homeless person and someone who's a refugee. And then what is amazing is, although these people look so different, is the shared humanity. Having all these different types of people, rich and poor, employed, unemployed, in the same room, that's building community. That's addressing loneliness. And that's saving lives. Thank you.